We want to find out about careers in the cultural and creative arts section. Here at Skills Cymru, there is a wealth of information available. So, buckle up. So why should you consider a career in the creative sector? What's so special about it?
I mean, the media is just such a fab area to work in. Every day it presents challenges, different things to be doing. It's creative, you can explore the world of your own creativity. It's really only limited by people's own imagination. It's a great place to work.
Why would someone want to go for a career in the media? What would be your personal advice to them?
Well, it depends. It depends what kind of career you want. If you want to be famous, I would go and do something else, go into the Big Brother house and behave badly. But if you actually, what I'm interested in, if you're actually curious about how the world works, if you're quite persistent, then you might want to be a journalist. Now, that's a different thing.
Well, the creative and cultural sector is one of those sectors that's actually been highlighted as of significant importance in the economic renewal programme. And we need to make sure that in the creative sector, quite a lot of companies are single-handed. They're only one person. So it's very hard for them to upskill. So we've got to encourage them to do that.
We're here at Skills Cymru 2010 to find out about careers in the creative sector. So what jobs are there?
They'll range from all the technical skills that we need, from cameramen, soundmen. We've got the technical people that we need to manage our infrastructure, our technical infrastructure, project managers, but as well also we need to create technical roles for the web, through to the production roles in terms of researchers, assistant producers, the creativity, the editorial side of things.
It's often said it's very tough to get a job in the creative sector. People here are literally fighting for the chance. So what qualifications will help you get ahead?
For each role, I guess there's different. You need to look at the role and see which qualifications or skills you might need that are relevant for that role, and they will range dependent on the role. You don't always need to have a degree, you don't always need to speak Welsh, although obviously there are some roles in BBC Wales where you do need to speak Welsh if it's for the Welsh language output. And obviously there are some roles maybe in journalism where some kind of journalism skills behind you, qualifications behind you would be useful. But you really need to look at the particular type of role and look at the relevant skills that you would need for that role.
Skills Cymru in the creative sector, trying to find out about careers opportunities. So, where are the jobs in Wales?
Obviously we are a large employer, but there are a number of other small independent companies that work in Wales, as well as obviously ITV Wales as well.
So if you're interested in media or the creative arts, how do you get started?
You need to get as much experience as possible, which is really very hard, but it's the kind of industry where you actually learn on the job. So yeah, as much as you can, and if you are lucky enough to be given a work experience placement, really make the most of it. Always say to somebody, what can I do? How can I help you? A lot of people out there are not very enthusiastic, and it's kind of job where you really do have to have a very high enthusiasm level. So yeah, you need to just be out there and saying, can I help? What can I do? How can I learn?
If you're thinking ahead and you want a specific role, we have quite a large number of applications for maybe only a few roles that we advertise. So it's really thinking about how do you make your application stand out. You need to go and look for maybe some work experience, even voluntary work, and that might be within the area that you want to be. So if you're looking to get into radio or to news, you might want to go and work for your local paper, or college radio, hospital radio. Maybe you want to do something like that. You really need to make that application stand out.
The top thing is be persistent, because everybody will tell you you cannot do it, because they always told me I couldn't do it. There was no way I could get a job in the BBC. There was no way you could get a job as a journalist. Well, goodness, they were wrong, weren't they?
We're here at Skills Cymru in Cardiff, finding out about jobs in the creative sector. So who better to hear from than someone that's done it?
The main thing is that you persevere. I was an actor for 10 years and decided I wanted a career change, and journalism was the only other thing that I had ever had any interest in. So I just kept looking at the BBC Wales website, looking at jobs that were coming up. I rang in a couple of times to see whether I might be suitable to apply for a couple of jobs. I applied, didn't get the job, did some work experience, applied again, didn't get the job, was employed as a casual, applied again, and third time lucky, I was employed at the BBC. And I've done a lot of in-house training now in journalism and my specific radio journalism field. So perseverance and enthusiasm are the two main things.
So if you want more information, where'd you go?
Go to skillscymru.co.uk.